Hey friends, Terry here. Today we're going to walk through an honest and thorough review of this reward chart that was gifted to me by the brand. I just wanted to show you really quick as far as what it comes in. So if you're thinking to give this as a gift for a child for their birthday, just back to school, or just to give them, just a boost as far as their character and their confidence, it's a really great thing to give presentation wise, even for a teacher or child care provider or whomever is working with children. So let's get right into the chore chart itself. You guys, this is going to be fantastic quality. So this is not going to be a flimsy chart that you feel like is going to snap or break. It is completely magnetic. It does come with a rope. So if you wanted to go ahead and hang this up on a wall somewhere, you could do that. Or you can take the rope off and you can just stick it to something magnetic like a refrigerator if you have a magnetic wall or a dry erase board or something like that. So I love the versatility. You guys, look how beautifully lined out the colors are and how bright this is. So visually, this is really clean, very simple. We're going to talk through a really nice feature that they added into this, which is being color coded and just the simplicity of that. So before we get into that, I just want to show you, it does come with this dry erase marker, and that can go ahead and sit on here as well as a magnet. You write the child's name or they can write it in, and then it says like, when I get however many stars I will get. So you're giving the child the ability to work towards something. So it's going to help with confidence, staying on task, concentration, focus. If you have a child who's hands-on or tactile, this is going to be a great thing. If you have a child who's who's visual, this is going to be a great thing. Audio as well, as far as reading and giving the direction and applying the different magnets on. So that's a really great win. You guys, I have to show you something that really stands out. This is going to be color coded. So this is great. So if you have a child who may have a difficulty even or sensitivity with like processing input, or their brain just gets overloaded, or they just may get confused, or just they have a hard time with their attention or staying on task. And even if you don't have a child for that, the organization, how this laid out is so simplified. They literally thought of everything. This is going to be grouped in colors. So let me just show you what that looks like here. And so for example, we have a couple things like don't interrupt, be helpful, no teasing, no unkind words. So it's going to work on your character development and formation. That's a huge win, right? So yes, we want our children and child to make their bed, but we also want them to have kind speech and to be helpful and to share and just build that character formation. So the child can go ahead and you can work with them to put that on your chart to work towards that. I love that. It also has your practical applications like taking out the trash, put your clothes in the laundry, help set the table. So everything is chunked with the colors, which was so well done. Then we have, of course, like, wash your hands, use tissues, your basic things as far as like chores, like putting toys away, make your bed, brush your teeth. Then we have this area here, like as a reminder to practice things like practice your reading, practice your music instrument, and then some very basic applications, for eating dinner, no snacking, eat breakfast, things like that. This is really well done as far as the colors and the quality, and really well thought out. Then we have these stars, and you guys, the stars, yes, they can go ahead with the colors on here. So let's say you're working on character formation, you can go ahead and do your purple, grab your purple stars, and you can put them on here. So I just thought that was really well done and well laid out. You guys, this is something that's going to help the child as far as build confidence, boost their confidence, give them something to work towards, provide work ethic, also help with as far as teamwork and unity. So not having to repeat a task over and over and over again, right? So it clears that expectations. It shows the child what is expected of them. You can have them take the magnet and place it on. So it gives them that instant gratification as well as delayed gratification, which is so big as far as just with self-regulation for a child as well, for all of us. And so they can have something that they're working towards that's between you and the child. You can get really creative with that too. And so they have that instant gratification. They can put it on. They can use their stars to put it on. It'll help with that confidence boosting, accomplishment, staying on task, being focused, and really creating where everyone is on the same page. You guys, this is a 10 out of 10 win for me. Just from quality, how well thought out it is, practicality, it comes with everything you need, and just the overall way of all the things that it touches. Having worked with children for a really long time, I will tell you this is something that is an absolute need, and regardless of whatever setting you're in, that really can help with the child for all things that I have previously mentioned. So I would say this is a 10 out of 10 recommend for me, and it does come in other styles as well. This is the Dinosaur one. I know they have one, I believe that's unicorns as well. I hope you enjoyed today's review. Take care.